Midikahal of Yahayasha, say Amaniyah. Midikahal of Yahayasha, say Amaniyah. Shalom Bataya. It's King Kashim Malakia Kashim. Today I will be reading a few passages by the early fathers, the early church fathers, about the Abari Lashan, the ancient Hebrew language. Starting with Origin. Origin says the scriptures were first written in Hebrew, Abaria, and their full meaning is best understood in that language. For in translation, some things are necessarily obscured. Origin valued Hebrew as essential for properly understanding the Old and New Testaments. Jerome. The Hebrew language is not only the mother of all languages, but the language in which Yah himself first spoke to mankind. Ignorance of the Hebrew scriptures is ignorance of Yahayasha. That's what Jerome says. Augustine of Hippo. Hebrew is a set-apart language, for it was spoken by the patriarchs and used by Masha, Moses, to write the law. Tertullian. The names in Hebrew, Abaria, contain mysteries. When translated, they lose some of their divine significance. Tertullian believed Abaria, Hebrew, names in scripture carry deep theological meaning. He believed that Hebrew names in scripture carry deep theological meanings. Irenaeus of Lyons. The prophets spoke in Abaria, Hebrew, and it was in this language that the divine oracles were first written. Eusebius of Caesarea says, Mattathiah, Matthew, first delivered his gospel, his messages in Abaria, Hebrew, for the sake of Yahayada, the Jews who believed. Epiphanius of Salamis. Before the division of languages, all men spoke Abaria, Hebrew, for it was the language given by Yah, the creator of life. Clement of Alexandria. The Abaria Lashan, the Hebrew language, contains divine mysteries, and those who understand it gain deeper insight into the wisdom of Yahweh. Hippolytus of Rome. The Abaria letters, the Hebrew letters, being sacred, carry meanings beyond their sound. Their very form reflects the divine order. Gregory of Nyssa. Many prophecies are only fully grasped in the Abaria Lashan, the Hebrew language, for the spirit of the law was first given in that language. Theodoret of Cyrus says, in Abaria, Hebrew, names are not mere titles, but descriptions of divine truths. Isidore of Seville says, of all languages, Abaria, Hebrew, is the oldest and most sacred, for it was a language spoken before Babel, the Tower of Babel. Justin Martyr says, the prophecies concerning Yahayasha are most clearly understood in the Abaria scriptures, Hebrew scriptures, for there they were first spoken. Tatian says, the truth was first entrusted to the Hebrew people, and their language bears witness to divine wisdom. Jerome says, he who does not know Abaria, Hebrew, cannot truly understand the depth of Scripture. Isidore of Pelusium says, The names of Yah and Abariah Hebrew convey meanings too great to be fully expressed in other languages. Theophilus of Antioch says, before the confusion of languages, all men spoke one language, which was the set-apart language of the Hebrews, Abariam. John of Damascus says, the scriptures, being first written in Abariah Hebrew, are best understood in their native language, for their meaning is most pure. Alcuin of York says the Abariah Lashon, the Hebrew language, holds the original meanings of scripture, and those who study it gain a clearer understanding of Yah's word. Maximus, the Confessor, says some truths in the set-apart scriptures are hidden in the Abariah words, the Hebrew words, themselves revealing mysteries beyond human wisdom. Shalom Bataya.